Is it the barbershop? Is it the barbershop?
Yes,
it's the barbershop.
Yes.
I mean, we can't talk street in the barbershop, then where can we talk street? We can't talk street nowhere else. This ain't nothing but healthy conversation. Now, is it the barbershop? Is it the barbershop?
Yes.
There ain't nobody exempt. You can talk about whoever and whatever, whenever you want to in the barbershop. Healthy conversation. Healthy conversation. This ain't nothing but healthy conversation. There ain't nobody exempt. There ain't nobody exempt. This ain't nothing but healthy conversation. Healthy conversation. Man, I love this man.
Barbershop Talk, episode 2. I'm the barber.
I'm the artist.
It's Jeff and Frey.
Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, buddy. Bear with me while I get everything shared. Group sharing. We about to go live on you. We're going to talk about this barbershop. This is going to be real barbershop stuff today. We're going to talk about, I don't even want to say her name. I already know her name. What's her name? Shelley Luther.
Shelley Luther, man.
Shelley Luther. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that today. We're gonna
Shelley Luther.
Shelley Luther. If for y'all that don't know, Shelley Luther is the young lady that was getting the money, got all the money from the all these people for disobeying the law. So she get to disobey the law and do what she do, and you know, just say whatever she want to say, this is how she gonna do it. So we're gonna get into this, y'all. We're gonna allow a few people to come on in. We're gonna talk about Shelley Luther today. We're gonna really get into this for people that don't know. Again, in that box over the door. Again, for people that don't know who Shelley Luther is, she's the cosmetologist that felt like the top one over the door. She's the cosmetologist that felt like she can do whatever she felt like doing, and be okay with it. She felt like she wasn't breaking the law. So we're gonna pause. We're gonna let a few people come on in. We're gonna let a few more people come on in, and we appreciate y'all coming in. We're gonna proceed in about 30 seconds. So stay tuned.
Hold on, Jeff. He said he ain't gonna worry about it. Huh? Jeff said he ain't gonna worry about it.
Oh, okay. You ready? No, you good. You good. All right.
I hit you when I get back.
Okay, we do. Oh, y'all finna leave? You leaving already?
Yeah, because one of my guys that drove with me to see his daughter,
Okay.
he had my car,
Okay.
so he got to be back at 8 in the morning to record. So I'll be back out here about 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay, bet. I got you. So yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's Barbershop Talk.
Barbershop Talk, episode number 2.
We got a few people in here. So again, we're gonna talk about
Shelley Luther.
Shelley Luther. So I'm a barber, and he's the artist.
I'm an artist.
But I'm gonna get really deep into this because I feel like Shelley Luther is getting a little too much play and a little too much traction for what she's doing. I don't feel like it's fair that she is getting all of this publicity and you know, just being allowed to do what she feel like doing. And for those that don't know me, I'm also a convicted felon, and I don't have no problem saying that. So I'm gonna come at it from a lot of different angles. Shelley Luther, when she went to court, she said that she was doing what she had to do to take care of her family. And so I'm approaching that first because I have no problem with a person doing what they have to do for their family. I also have no problem. She didn't want to apologize. She blatantly did not apologize. She said, I'm not apologizing for taking care of my family. I'm with you. I'm gung-ho about it. Because if you taking care of your family and you have nothing to apologize for, if you did what you did and you meant to do that, there's nothing to apologize for.
You don't owe nobody an apology.
You don't owe nobody no apology. So I'm with her on that. I'm with her on that. But you are not the superhero or the spokesperson for barber and cosmetology. You are not, because if you were, that $480,000 that they gave her on her GoFundMe, she would have split it between the barber and cosmetologists across DFW.
I think she tried to at the end. By the end, she was trying to be the hero. Then,
right,
you know about the story more than I do. So I know that there were 2 Hispanic women that also were doing it, but they didn't get the same break. They
still got a little misdemeanor charge.
Yeah, they got, but she said she was going to divide the money with them, split the money with them.
Oh, yeah. So now she's trying to get some good grace. Well, I'm gonna let her have it today. She gets the good grace.
You ain't getting no
you ain't getting no good grace today.
Shelley Luther, you ain't off the hook, man. You about to
because here's the thing. Here's my big issue about it. One of my issues about it is that the judge was a black guy, and on her Instagram page and all of the people that I got a lot of issues about the stuff that's happening, but some of the people that's on her Instagram page are blatantly bashing this black judge, and this is not racial. I'm not going racial with this. I'm a cosmetologist. I'm a barber cosmetologist, so I'm not going racial. This is about my profession. This is what I do for a living. I too was open. I stayed open, and these people was coming knocking on my door, and hey, you open? No, I ain't open. I was lying to them. No, I ain't open. Well, your open sign is on. You know,
it's on the timer.
It's on the timer. Yeah, and I was like, it's on the timer. My open sign is on the timer. Well, you need to unplug it. Okay, cool. I did a lot of things to stay open until TDLR said, we are taking people's license if they're caught doing hair, cutting hair, twisting hair, whatever you do, whatever your cosmetology license are, so whatever you're doing from TDLR, they said, we're taking license. So I worked too hard to have my license. Right. I've been behind the chair for 30-something odd years, 37, 36 years. I worked too hard to have my license and to keep my license for them to be taken for being disobedient. And here is this woman that the governor, not just the governor, the president of the United States shut the United States down.
See, before you go any further, Barbershop Talk listeners, let us just say this. Even though we are 2 African-American males with an African-American podcast, doesn't mean that we just pro-black. We pro-right. Because if you black, white, and you're doing some Fort Worth Zoo primate monkey stuff, we calling you out on it. It has nothing to do with race, creed, color, none of that. But what Jeff just said, he has a point. It makes you look at it a little bit deeper because, and like I said, we're not going to take the racial tone of it. But when you got 45, 4/5, the president, the tweet king, saying, hey, yo, get this judge up out of here. you have to look at it a little bit deeper than just skin color with this chick.
Right.
And for her to get the slap on the wrist, I mean, they all riding for her. Abbott went and got his haircut by her.
Yeah, Abbott, Ted Cruz, Sarah Palin sent her a whole bunch of money. All these people supporting this girl for blatantly breaking the law.
I don't think if it was you, I don't think if it was you or a sister, y'all would have got the same break.
No.
I don't think if it was a lower or even lower class, just straight chick who was doing shade tree hair but had a license and she was white, I don't think she would have got the same break.
No, she wouldn't have. But see, I mean, and I don't know, and I've been doing some research.
Me too, man.
I've been doing some really and trying to really dig and trying to find out. Yeah, because I heard she got horses and
when she came with that, I'm trying to feed my family.
Yeah, like, you got horses, you sell a horse.
Yeah, y'all eat.
Sell one of your horses. You'll eat. Kill him and shoot him up and cut him up. You got food. You got food. If you got cows and horses and stuff, you got plenty of food. You got plenty of food, man. You ain't trying to feed your family. And here, get this. And I'm going to probably say this 3 or 4 times throughout this podcast before this is over. I know convicted felons. I know real thug, hard criminals, dope dealers, pimps, bank robbers, cats that do. Every person that ever went to jail for a reason, their number one reason was, I'm just trying to feed my family. And here, this chick here is, she just trying to feed her family, and she blatantly breaking the. Not only is she breaking the law, she had gunmen standing in front of her shop, making sure the police don't come in. These jokers fully armed.
I mean, she finessed the system, bro. Because she finessed the hell out of the system. For one, now they got her. She probably gonna be on every Time Life magazine, being the martyr superhero for barber and cosmetology, beauticians and everything. Like, I did this for y'all. You know,
and I'm gonna call every magazine every time.
I took the charge for y'all. I did this for y'all. You know,
you ain't did nothing for me because you ain't sent me. You ain't. Look, I don't even want her.
You wouldn't have had that break though.
Yeah, I wouldn't have had that break.
Bro, you wouldn't have had that break, man.
Man,
look,
they was at my door all the time, thoroughly.
I mean, even along the lines of the people that backed her, like, let's just say you had the LeBrons and the Diddy's and the Jay-Z's that said, yo, we gonna chunk this boy a couple of $100,000 to keep. Like, they would have found a way. You wasn't gonna get that money.
You wasn't gonna get that money. Yeah.
You was gonna still stay behind in jail.
Yeah.
And it would have been like whatever. But the whole thing of it is, it's like, what hand is she really playing? Because at first, like I said, when you see 2 black African-American males talking about this, you know, the first thing any viewer outside of our culture would say is, oh, they just going at her because she's white. But that's not necessarily true. It's like, we looking at it from a broader spectrum now. It's like, when you got Trump out here tweeting, to me, it's bigger than just race. Now I'm looking at it as political, because like, come on, y'all, we know November is right around the corner. And I'm not the most woke brother out here, but I'm telling you, y'all can't be asleep behind the wheel come November when it's time to vote. Because you see, like, he out here tweeting, like, get this cat up out of, wait a minute, man, we ain't just going to call him a cat because he holds a seat.
The judge, I forget the judge's name. But they bad mouthing Eric Moyer, They bad mouthing the judge and talk about it.
And then she got like a little lynch mob against him, like, make sure you don't vote for him. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
You see what they doing? It's straight. Now I don't like it. We take the race card out of it. It's more political. It's Democrats versus Republican more so. It's like, man, look at all the people in her pocket that are like coming to her aid. Like, when she first went in there, now when she went out, like I said, even at that, when we start talking about Ahmaud Arbery, like, man, Trump ain't tweeting to throw the book at them 2 dudes who killed that brother.
Right,
like, he ain't stepped that far down for a case that serious.
Right.
But you worrying about this chick.
You worrying about this chick doing hair.
Come on, man. So
she gonna do 7 days. 7 days. A whole week. You get 7 days and you losing everybody losing their mind about doing 7 days in jail. 7 days. And to all of my cast, man, that done some time, we all know 7 days ain't nothing. First of all, I don't wish no time on nobody.
But you got some brothers out there who would love to get them 7 days.
Cass did 4 years, 10,
Flat.
12, 15, 25,
Flat.
and we talking about 7 days.
And then think about it, for what she did, 9 times out of 10, she wasn't going to be in a cell. She was going to be somewhere ducked out
Yeah.
until the 7 days.
Yeah, because you got to go through intake. By the time you done with
Man,
intake,
it was
you 7
Thursday.
days. Yeah. You know? So, I mean, I'm like, man, but again, man, I really, and if anybody knows anything about this young lady, there's some people that I saw. There's a guy that I saw, and I won't mention his name. Hold on, I'm kind of pondering that if I want to mention it. But
don't put him out there.
Yeah, but
Don't give him that.
Sell out. He's the only look. When I saw the picture of the gunman that was standing out in front of her shop, there was one black guy. And this black guy is a barber. He's a barber. He owns a shop somewhere around here in the DFW.
Mm.
And I'm like, okay, so that's cool. We now we can't make it all, racial thing.
Right.
But you're just ignorant because you ain't working.
You
left your job and shut your job down to go guard and hold gun for these other people for this lady. So you helped her disobey the law. And oh man, it's so deep. But
barbering, being a barber, being a beautician, and anything cosmetology in that era shouldn't have even been shut down from the gate, if you ask me.
Right.
Though.
Well,
because you can govern.
You can govern but everybody don't work by appointment. Everybody don't work by appointment. Like I work by appointment.
But you could have finessed that early if you would have seen
it
coming.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you could have. You could have did appointment every 30 minutes.
Right.
Or something like that. And that's all I was doing. I was even letting my cats in the back door. You know what I'm saying? So, park around the back.
Park in the back.
I ain't no shame now. We open now. I ain't care,
Yeah, we in there.
We in there. We open. But, but the problem is that I thought enough and respected enough of my barber license in my profession to obey the law when they said they was going to take my license. If they had not said they was going to take my license, then I'd still been open. I'm not playing. I'd have still been open.
When they got her the first time, I was like, oh man, all right. And the second time, I was like, man, she a gangster.
Yeah, she was like, no, I'm staying open.
No.
I'm like, you gonna stay open? Okay, you go ahead and stay open. And again, dog, they sent an email. I got 10 email addresses. I got that email from TDLR in every email address. If you are caught being open, there's a fine, and you will lose your barber and cosmetology license. And she said, fuck that. I'm staying open. And because she said that, she gets $500,000. She don't get no. They drop the charges. They drop the charges. But what about everybody else that suffered and had to stay closed? And what about how about this? What about the barbers that died from COVID-19 because they were still trying to feed their damn family?
Right.
These dudes were still trying to feed their family. And this broad
get a slap on
the wrist. These cats died.
Now let me ask you from a business standpoint, how much were they offering small business loans for people to stay open? Like
I mean not this I mean you
like
just on the flip side, just to
operate, yeah.
So the I know that the PPP loan is the payroll protection loan was they were doing 2.5 times your payroll.
All right.
So and then your economic injury loan is just a loan because you had to be closed.
Right.
So they'll make you an offer of the loan and the payback, but they'll give you $10,000 up front.
Okay. So give or take just ballpark figures, how much do you think the total loan would be for?
It depends on income. The total loan depends on your income.
because after all of her GoFundMe's and because the reason why I'm saying that because after I had researched it a little bit, they said she got that.
Yeah.
She got all of what you're talking about.
Right. The GoFundMe. The loans.
Yeah, she got that.
Oh, you see that didn't make it worse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She got that off the rip. Was like the first time she got locked. They locked her doors, and she came out. They was like, well, okay, so you don't be a hassle to us out in the world and on TV. We're gonna give you whatever that was. She was like the first to get it, and then turned around and then had the GoFundMe because the GoFundMe hit what 500.
The last time I saw it was 480,000.
480,000. Got up to 5, but
yeah,
still, even that's $500,000.
Yeah, so you got your loan, you got the loans, and you got the $500,000. But again, this is before the loan. The loan, she didn't get the loan. She got the loan, and then she went to jail.
Right.
So the loan wasn't enough for you to feed your kids. But again, man, this is.
It's a slap in the face.
It's a slap in the face
to y'all, man.
Cause I ain't got nothing.
Right.
I ain't got no payroll protection. I ain't got no economic injury. I filled out all of that stuff.
Yeah, it was.
And I ain't got nothing.
It'd be 2021 before you even got it cleared,
right.
Probably.
I ain't even get a stimulus. Not that I'm tripping. I got money. I put my potatoes up. You know what I'm saying?
At 12, put a whole bunch of skunk cars out
right.
there, man. Black and white Caprices.
Yeah,
that's a stimulus car right there, man. I didn't see them until the 12 came out.
The new stimulus car.
The stimulus car, man.
The imitation police car.
That joker didn't come out till after that 12 hit. When that 12 hit, them skunk cars was out of here, boy. Man. It was some dude on Buckner just cashing out, man. As soon as that little 12 hit their pocket, man, they went to go see Mega Motors or somebody. He had them joints lined up.
You know where they went to? They went to the
police auction.
To the police auction, to the city auction. They went to the city auction and they got.
At first, I used to say that's the same dude. Then I thought I was in Arlington one time. Nah, brother, you ain't made the way out here. You ain't made the way out here on that, brother.
Right. But yeah, I mean, for this, and the shout out to all of the barber and cosmetologists, man. That the cosmetologists that's watching this, man, and sitting back with us, chilling out. This is for y'all, man. This is for all of us. We need to be paying attention to the things that we need to do to be in business and stay in business. Pay attention to the people around you that's not abiding by the rules. Hold people accountable. Hold your people accountable, because it's not fair to you to have to deal with the things that you have to deal with, going closed, being closed, not having the money that you would normally make. I know for a long time.
I was about to ask you, like, just on the average, was that a major hit? Just that small amount of time?
Yeah, it was. It was.
I can imagine.
It was more of a hit for me. It was more of a hit to my love of the game. I love barber. I love cutting hair.
Right.
So Doc, I was going through withdrawals. Like, man, I want to cut some hair.
Whoa, sleeping with his clippers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. And here I am in here. I mean, I really appreciated the time that I didn't cut hair, because I got a lot of things done, remodeling and whatnot around here. But Doc, I'm like, man, I'm waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, think I got to go to work.
Man, but what if you're not a barber that just didn't have a passion, don't have the love for it like you do?
They at home chilling. They at home chilling.
And they was cool with it. Probably,
yeah, they was cool with it. They was, oh shoot, nigga, I get this free money from unemployment. You get this, and man, I ain't got to go to work. I mean, but not just barbers and cosmetologists, but people of all job that have any kind of job. Man, to not go to work and get free money, there's a lot of people that was elated. Like, free money, and I get to sleep to get this money.
So for the people watching, and just if it's a few barbers watching and beauticians, not just barbers, beauticians, anybody in that cosmetology world, what would be the advice you would give them going forward Because, they saying, like, it's a second wave and it's going to hit and it's going to hit harder than the first.
Man, put your peanuts up.
Yeah.
Put your peanuts up because they ain't going to keep giving us money. They're not going to keep giving us money. They ain't going to give us money a second time. They not. So if you apply for a loan, if you apply for unemployment, if you apply, you got your stimulus, put them peanuts up because it's coming again. It's coming again. Japan already closed. They already closed, and they opened before us, but they closed down already again. And put your peanuts up, man. Save them peanuts, man. Don't go run out buying no cars and all that, man. Get ready for the second round because it's coming. It's coming, and it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing we can do about it, Doc. They're doing whatever's happening is happening.
Now, I don't think, because the way she finessed the game and the way she exposed it, because now, like I said, it's not even racial. You can't go into her situation even looking like you just on some human nature stuff. You'd be like, oh man, they let the white lady win, but you really can't go into it on race after you underline see the big picture. It's like who's in her pocket, who riding for her, with elections and all that coming up. But my question is, well, not necessarily a question. I'm going to say it's not going to happen again for nobody.
No,
ain't nobody going to be able to look at that lady, whether you white, Asian, black, whatever, Hispanic. You're not going to be able to look at that and be like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it 10 times better than she did. You ain't going to get that.
No, you're not. Ain't
nobody going to be able to pull this off again.
Hell, no, but you know why? You know why? Because like the Tom Brady Tuck rule, they made a rule that they can't arrest you and take your license. After she did what she did, they made a rule that you can't be arrested for this no more.
I think they'll still pull some stunts, man. It's some blind justice, bro. Like,
They might.
You come through here and you'll try to fight that. I mean, we just in a bad state right now all across the board, brother. It's like we ain't winning, we losing.
I'm telling everybody, like I told you before, save your chips, and the second part of save your chips, pack your bags. Prepare yourself to relocate, and it's a place that some of y'all call Africa, and there's another place that some of y'all call home, and just get ready to go back home.
But they don't want us over there.
You better.
What, you talking about Africa?
Yeah, don't think they don't. Hey,
they don't want us over there.
Don't think they don't. That's not true. That's not true, bro.
Where?
Ghana, Nigeria, Congo. They
welcome brothers over there.
Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they taking a stand over there for real.
They taking a stand over there, man.
Man, they not letting the Caucasians buy no more of their farmland. They're like, hey, y'all can't come over here getting our kids, adopting them and taking them back over there.
Yeah.
Demasculating our little boys.
Yeah, ain't none of that stuff going on. Look.
Yeah, they ain't playing that though. You ain't coming over there taking nothing from them.
Yeah, no, you ain't doing that. It ain't no more. Ain't no more.
But they ain't too hospitable with the brothers.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, dog.
Okay. You say that. I got about 30 of them on my roster in this chair here, boy, and they like, Jeff, man.
They come back home.
Yeah. So man, they would treat you like a queen, like a king, man. They treat you like royalty. I'm like, man, stop telling me that stuff, man.
Yeah. Kumbaya,
for real. But I mean, when you're dealing with stuff like this, man, and a blatant disrespect and disregard
for the craft,
and the industry, and just for law, period. I mean, dude, look how many people are incarcerated. Look how many people are incarcerated. Federal, state, county, you know what I'm saying? And look how many people are incarcerated for taking care of their family.
They ain't catching no break like that.
They ain't catching no break. Ain't none of them jokers getting there. Very few. A couple dudes got out a couple years ago and got a couple $1 million for wrongful conviction.
You can't give me my 30 years of my life back for no 500,000, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean,
you
I'm
can't.
out of there.
You can't.
Or you see how just laws period. You got one dude. He was in this. And also, it may be statewide, too, man. Our laws are different in each state. You might have a cat over here that shoplifted $20 worth of groceries. They finna get this dude like 9 years. Like, you finna do 9 years for a Kit Kat and a soda. Like, damn, bro. But then you go over here and somebody do that. It's like, oh, man, don't do it no more. Keep it moving. It's like.
Yeah, I mean, and from state to state. But here, you're right. From state to state, the laws are different. But when Abbott reinforced the law and then had TDLO. So 3 people reinforced the law: the president, the governor, and then the Texas Department of Regulations.
The sad part to me the thing that just boggles me about the whole situation is like now it's like Scooby-Doo mystery. Like, who is this lady under the mask?
Right.
Because the more we talk about it, it just kind of bothers me. Like, because you wouldn't have got that break. A Hispanic lady wouldn't have got that break.
Right.
Just lower class people who have a business wouldn't have got that same. Man, the president ain't about to come down off of his seat and be like, yo, get that lady out of there.
Get that lady out of there.
Get him out of there.
Get him out of there. Yeah.
Free him and free her and get rid of him.
Yeah.
Like, elections coming in November, make sure y'all vote him up out of there, like, strong.
Yeah.
It's like the reverse campaign. Like, he campaigning for, like.
And the more you say that, to me it looks like it was all a setup
from the
beginning. But fuck that.
For Moyer?
For the judge, against the judge.
Because it was going to trickle down to him at the end.
At the end, right. But whatever the setup.
Y'all better go vote so that man don't lose his seat.
He don't need to lose his seat. He was doing
the right thing.
He was doing the right thing. He was doing the right thing, and those that think that he wasn't doing the right thing are on the opposite side of the color spectrum. They're on the opposite side of everything. That they're on the side of the wrongdoer instead of being on the side of the right doer.
But like on the cool, just do a little bit of you feel like I know you strongly against what she did because she jacked up the. I mean, it was a slap in the face for y'all's business, your profession.
Right.
But is it a small piece of you like just be like, yeah, go get him? You know, like I'm saying, like the reason why I know. Look, like, okay, all of y'all had to shut down, and it's like a small bit of it don't make you feel like, dang, she even though you don't feel like she did it for y'all, she did it for herself. Right. It ain't a small part of you that's like, man, she went out there on some Martin Luther King.
No, because because even though I was doing the same thing that she was doing, there's no difference in wrong. Wrong is wrong, period. So I was just as wrong as she was. But the problem I have is that they're making her a superhero.
Right.
They're making her the spokesperson, the brand ambassador for Texas Barber and Cosmetologist. And she ain't did nothing for me.
Had that been you, had that been my girl Keisha Davis, had that been Blue, had that been one of them sisters that had done it, man, they would have locked them under. I mean, it wouldn't even made it this far.
Yeah.
You know, they wouldn't even gave her the voice to even speak. Like, locked it up the first time. They probably would have put bars on their establishments and all that type of stuff, man.
And here's the big kicker. She don't need none of the money she asking for.
At all. I went back and, like I said, I'm trying to really just dig deep into this lady's bio. I mean, and I saw the same thing you saw. Like, you know, they won't even put her net worth on the.
Of course not.
Yeah, it's not on there. I tried to see how much
she's millionaire now. She's a millionaire now. Yeah. That little $500,000 put her in a different bracket.
And watch come early. Well, let's see, September, October when they really start pushing these commercials for candidates for re-election, and watch her have one.
Yeah.
Why? I mean,
she's gonna have a voice.
She's gonna have a $1 million commercial with her on her acres of land, walking her horse, probably her in her salon spinning around in a chair.
Yeah.
I vote. You want to get man, and they gonna go back and revert to this BS right here.
Yep.
And that's what's gonna get your man up out of
here. Yeah, exactly. So, so on the flip side of that, barbers and cosmetologists that understand what's happening and sees what happening, we need to stand up. And again, I'm not talking black people or white people. I'm talking about barber and cosmetologists. We're all barber and cosmetologists. We're not black or white. We're barber and cosmetologists. We need to stand up for what's right, because I know that at least 85% of the barbers and cosmetologists in the DFW area stop cutting hair when they got the same email that I got.
Yeah.
And they feel that if you don't feel disrespected, you should, because you have this lady that's now all of a sudden the superhero, and she gets to do wrong and do what the hell she feels like because she wanted to take care of her kids. I want to take care of my kids too.
Man, I mean, it had got to the extent to where some barbers and beauticians that I know off the rip was like, yo, don't even call my house. I ain't cutting out of my house either. You know, I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I'm
because
not
we ain't trying to lose it. Yeah, we
I'm
ain't
not
trying to lose our license,
what I
man.
have, my license or what I have, just because y'all want to get tightened up. I'm gonna ride this thing out. I know a lot of them missed a couple of dollars. You know, God bless you if you had a second hustle or had something else going on. But I know it probably got rough for a lot who just really bank on their clientele.
I think I'm glad that my cigar business kicked in a little bit more and was able to help me have a few peanuts in my pocket, during this. I mean, I had a little pillow, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the cigar business it helped me sustain, and be able to throw. And I had good landlords too. I had good landlord. My landlord say 90 days, no late fees.
Wow.
Pay me what you can pay me when you can pay me. Cool. So, and so even though I still haven't gotten a loan or anything, I'm still here.
Right.
I'm still, and I'm gonna be here. And I'm not going nowhere. And so when you're in business, and I understand, man. Listen, I understand the barber game. I understand, man. Remember that picture I put up? My 2020, I think that was like 1996. Man, I remember them days when I was walking out the barbershop with $1,000 in my pocket. I had just made $1,000. I remember them days, and I remember them days going to buy shit for my truck and going to buy clothes and buy. As soon as you get it, you spend it. There wasn't no say,
man.
Hey, look, you go spend it. You go immediately, man. We was going to spend it. It was almost, back then they compared the barber game to the dope game. Yeah, so I remember them days, man, and I tell this story, man. Back in 90, it was 98. I remember the shop that I was in that picture. The shop that I was in, I cut at 6 o'clock in the morning. So from 6 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock at night, I cut 98 heads. 98 heads in one day. And I walked out of that thing. Now, my body shot. I was.
Them hands was out of there.
Head, back, legs.
I ain't gonna tell the truth, man. By the time you got to that 90th head, bro, you was by the time you, let's just say half 45th head, bro. Them dudes were coming out there super fresh like that.
No.
Nowadays be boosted, man. Yeah. If you don't go in there like when the joint first opened,
yeah.
At about 1 o'clock, your ball would be just like, hey, bro, you didn't hit me with the razor like you did, old boy, at 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
I've always been consistent, man. And then when I got to the 90th head,
it was 98.
It was 98 heads that I cut. When I got to the 90th head, I would have cut like 113, but one of the other barbers came in and did about 10 heads and then left, because everybody was there waiting on me, so, but by the 90th head, I had heard that there was another barber in the city that had done 100. So I was like, oh shit, I'm finna
go hit this
pop this, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So, I got to 98, I was done, I was like, cool, it's because how many barbers can say that from 6 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock at night, they cut 98 heads?
I know for sure nowadays they ain't.
Yeah. So and I said all of that to say, to walk out of the barbershop with $900 in your pocket, and one day you all of a sudden got shit to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything else don't even exist, nigga. I'm going shopping tomorrow. I ain't going to work
Yeah, I
tomorrow.
ain't even going.
You know, and I got up Friday. That was Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I got up them days and still went to work, and didn't even think about spending no money. But I spent.
Heads hurt you though.
Yeah, whoo, talking about tired. But I mean, shoot, I was young, man. I was 28 years old, man, and still in good shape.
It's truly not the game that it used to be.
No, it's
and
not.
For her to get away with what she did, it's like
Yeah.
it's real. I understand why it's so sensitive because now you have barbers, man, on a give and take, like maybe 2 or 3 heads, and basically because a lot of us brothers, man, we done went the ball route, man. We ain't.
Yeah,
We ain't 360 ways spinning no more with the clean edge,
Clean
man.
edge, yeah.
We 45 and up, bro.
Yeah,
So we
45,
hairline
51,
receding, man. Look,
yeah.
well during this,
Hey, look, mine. I still got.
you good though.
I'm good. I have full
look,
head of
let
hair.
me tell you, I used to be 360 spinning all the way across, man, all the way around, man. And when my joint started receding, like mine didn't hit the middle, mine hit the front.
Right in the front.
Man, my barber started taking that edge up back. After a while, man, like I was somewhere and this dude just walked up to me, real disrespectful. He like, bro, let that go, man.
You gotta let that go.
I thought that fade was fresh too, man. It was lying, but it was way back here, man. I said
Right.
I didn't want to let it go, man.
Yeah.
But during this pandemic, my man, my man Rich, shout out to Rich, my barber. He wasn't doing it. He wasn't messing with her at first. So, I was real. I mean, that sunroof was back, bro.
Yeah.
That sunroof was back.
You gotta be able to.
So I just went ahead on it, just took the teeth.
Yeah.
I said,
That's why I did the
do
video.
this.
I did the video, to help people in the pandemic, do at least keep your braids, keep your
Bro, the
beard
sunroof,
looking
man,
good.
look,
Yeah.
let me tell you, my sunroof was open, Jack. All of this was growing around, just little BDBs, but this, I'm talking about out of there. I look like Mr. Burns, brother. I was out of there. I said, nah, let me go on and try something different.
And you see, if you seen on Instagram, like, it's barbers all over the world, man. Like that had stopped cutting.
Yeah, they had to.
And then you see all these comedians and all these other cats,
looking raggedy,
looking raggedy, looking rough.
Even the celebrities who had like I seen Diddy, man, he was looking real rough.
Yeah.
Man, I seen Khaled, he was looking real rough.
Yeah, Khaled was.
Yeah, Khaled was.
Wow.
I saw him the other day on something. I'm like, man, you need to call your mans up.
Yeah, he was. Man, Khaled. I didn't know Khaled hair was blonde.
Right.
I see. That joker hair brown, man.
You see how the tricks of the barber
barber
industry
industry,
is,
yeah,
because Khaled, man, sometimes you get close, you see where he got the little black.
The black,
whatever.
the little
Man,
spray or whatever.
You ain't got it now, dog. You got to let that grow out.
Yeah,
when it's out.
I think that stuff too, though, is.
You said that. Touch on that real quick before we get out of here. Like that's disrespectful to the game.
Yeah, because it's not
an authentic cut.
Authentic.
Yeah.
It's not authentic. It's you putting this stuff on these people's heads to hide your mistakes. Now, that's not true for everybody. But that's true for a lot of the dudes that do it. Like these cats are learning this stuff at barber school. And somewhere in the world, some barber instructor said, if you mess up on the dude's head, use this. Because these dudes are coming out and they spray that stuff on them boys' head and then edge up and they think they got the crispiest edge up in the world until 2 days later when it start growing back.
Yeah, not only that, that stuff don't. Sometimes them products don't hold.
No.
Look, I'm bald. One time my barber tried to hit me with the black one, looked like the little thing that you use for the baby's nose.
Yeah.
And I was like, what you doing? He's like, nah, I'm just finna do it right here. I'm like, I'm out of there up here, bro. Like, what do you need to do that
I'm
for?
good.
Like,
I'm good. I ain't asked for no edge up.
Yeah, I'm out of there.
Shave my head, man. Let's go.
Let it roll. Like, even on the beard part, like, yo, like, I cut my own. I don't let my barber deal with the beard.
You know what else? You know what else trips me out? When these dudes get the tattoo on their forehead. They get a tattoo lining, and then they blend the tattoo and give you a little faded tattoo, and it look like a haircut. And they walk
Wait a
around
minute,
there.
you like
Yeah.
a real life tattoo?
Yeah.
Like forever, ever,
Yeah.
ever?
Yeah.
I
Yes,
ain't never
brother.
seen no tattoo, bro.
What?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, have you seen it? Yeah, she seen it. Yeah, man, these brothers get tattoos, and their hair is gone back here, and then they cut their hair real short back here, and they get a tattoo in the front, and it look like a fade. It look like a fade, and the tattoo is blended. They streak them tattoos, that tattoo, and blend that thing in, man. Make it. And them dudes, all they got to do now is just cut the back of their hair down and fade it on the side.
This is good.
Because this good. Man, I think.
Yeah,
That's
even
good.
with that, man. Like, come on, man. Like, you can only fake it for so long. Like me and Jeff, we in this beard group, right? Some of them cats in that beard group, bro, like
Ooh-wee.
straight.
Let me light this up.
Straight marker.
Yeah,
like,
marker.
all the way across.
Paste.
Like, you got to really be careful getting up close. Like,
Yeah.
you in the car, oh, it's a wonderful day, but it's like your whole joint is Marvin Sapp, man. Like, they
Yeah.
got that Randy. Who is that? Randy or Jermaine got the.
Yeah, that Jermaine. Right, Jermaine got all that.
Bruh.
And that's shoe polish. That's shoe polish. Hey, for real. That's what is it called? What is it called? Wiki? In the can? Yeah, that's shoe polish. That's shoe polish.
Bruh.
Say, man. Hey, man, look,
Hey,
I've been in the game. I done seen
understand
all the tricks.
cosmetics, man. Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
done
saying.
seen all the tricks, man.
I totally get it, man. If you try to enhance it, but after a while, man, you gotta. After a while, you gotta just be you. Like the truth gonna come out.
Yeah, the truth gonna come out.
All right, y'all, women, we knock women sometimes for weed. We be like, God, dog. But like when you see a bro who got the whole 360 wave joint, you just sit it on the top of the ball
Yeah.
part, and then the cat edge it around here. It's like, man, don't let a good Chicago wind come through here or something.
Don't jump in the pool.
The one that tripped me out was the brother had clean face. I'm talking about Gary Coleman.
Right.
They put this glue, dude, his whole face
Yeah.
was literally
Yeah.
glue or some kind of paste or something. Then they just took this big sheet,
Put it around his face.
hit it, and once it did it, then they lined
Lined it up.
And then they did the quick come around. This dude had the neatest, cleanest edge
Man,
beard.
stop it.
I'm like, bro, to that point, I just look like Anthony Hamilton, like the Charlene Anthony Hamilton. I just rock the little
Charlene.
the little beaded knots on my joint, man.
Yeah.
I'm not finna be putting all that on there for the sake
But
of
they
being
do-
a part of the beard gang. Dude.
Yeah, they
I'm not
do that,
doing
man. Cats, and listen, just like, and I ain't afraid to say it, I believe these cats, all these old soft dudes, man. Look, accept what God gave you, and this is the problem. And this is the problem all over the world. Women want bigger booties, women want bigger titties. Now niggas want beards and hair on the head. If you bald headed and God made you, if it's hereditary or you got some kind of cancer or something like that, and God made you bald at a certain time, accept that. Accept it. I mean, you got to
I wonder
accept
what
it.
clicks in a person's mind. Okay, you got a chick that got alopecia, and she really just got to come on and own that thing because she looking like a Dalmatian because patches is just falling out. So she go ahead on and get it cut low.
Yeah.
And then she posts a picture of herself like, I'm embracing this. And she got a whole post about her journey on what happened to her. So now she's coming to grips that she lost her hair. So this is the new me. This is me. Love me or hate me. So she got the bald head, and then you turn around and you see her the next week, and it's a long weave. It's like, I'm trying to figure out where in your, I mean, maybe you want to look nice and you feel like, this is your swag or whatever. But
Right.
it's like at the end of the day, it's like, we just saw you with the
Yeah, we just-
Kojak
And
yesterday.
and see, so it's, I mean, for people like that, it's a little different. So I don't want people to think that if you got plantar fasciitis or plantar, I might be saying it wrong.
Alopecia.
Alopecia, yeah. But if you or if you had cancer,
Yeah,
those things are different. Those are medical issues. But if you're just some random cat or some random chick and
But that's my point is saying that is I'm no diss to your whatever you got going on. It's like you can't one day say in one breath I'm embracing this, it's me, and then you turn around and do something else. It's like you just said a minute ago.
Right.
You gotta love yourself, embrace that, man. Like, don't try to go squeezing yourself into some clothes you can't wear, or even with your hair. Like, bros, man, just y'all let that go, man. These edge ups at your equator right here, like
yeah.
that whole Star Trek Klingon thing ain't what's happening, bro.
We tell people to accept it, but in all actuality, they just want to be accepted. So they, you know, you do these things and you tell this lie, I'm just doing it for me, but you want people to like you. You want likes on Facebook. You want a man. You want a woman. You want all of this stuff. These things you say you don't care nothing about.
You do, really.
I ain't doing it for no man. I'm doing this for me. This for me. I want a bigger booty. I felt like I needed to have a bigger booty. Why? Why? Tell me why you feel like you needed to have a bigger booty. Well, all my life, my daddy told me I wasn't going to be nothing. I was an ugly duckling. When I was 14, the dudes was talking about I ain't have no ass. But you 50 now, and you want to go get a booty? Like, you weren't at 50, you tripping about what somebody said about you at 40?
Man,
at 14?
Yeah, if you 40 and on that, man, like you need to go seek some counseling or something because it's deeply rooted. It's something internal, man. Like it ain't like you said, like, man, could you just imagine Shantae? We have Shantae Houston, Speak Your Soul podcast, laying back in the cut over there. So you ain't got to come over here, but I'm going to ask you this one question. If you was with a dude and you saw, like, you've been rocking with him, he got this big, nice, full circle beard, and then that one night, when he spend the night, and you wake up, and that joint is on the nightstand over there, like, that changed the whole game, don't it? Like,
because I feel like you lied to me.
Yeah.
dang.
Yeah. And but see, we as fellas.
Now you got to tell it. Well, see, I want you to accept me. I took this off because I like it's too.
You want me to accept me? You want me to accept me for who I am? I want you to accept me for me.
But here's the crazy part. That's what you fell for, though. You
fell for that beard. That Joe got a big old beard. You wake up and it's on the pillow. You done, yeah, look, you done, boy, you done went 100% on it.
You see a sucker, lick him.
Lick him. Lick him. Hey, look, but dude, it's always. This is the way of the world. This is the way of the world.
Acceptance, bro.
Acceptance. Everybody want to be accepted. Nobody. They want to be accepted for what they're doing, and they don't want to be accepted for who they are. Man, listen, man. I'm 51 years old. I'm 6'6", 265, 270, and I'm cool. I got a full head of hair, and it's my hair. You know what I'm saying? Tug on it if you want to. This is my hair. This is my beard. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing artificial about me. And I'm not gonna I can't even give you nothing artificial about me.
I can't, man.
I'm too authentic. I'm happy with the dude God made me to be. I'm happy. See, now I have some issues. My fucking back be hurting sometimes.
That come with that age.
That come with the age. You know what I'm saying? But
you know your limits, though.
Yeah.
You ain't finna go out here and try to be
dancing
with these youngsters and stuff, man.
I'm
be
not
in the ER at night.
Yeah, I'm not playing. I be trying to talk myself, man. I'm gonna play football one more time. Shit.
Man, you better play flag or throw up touch.
I'm not playing that. I'm not playing. I'm not
Take
doing
no
no.
ball. That's as good as
man. That's it, dog. I'm not playing no football, man. I be talking to my guy. Shout out to Keith Smith. I be talking to them, man, and like, man, I'm gonna get out there one time, man. I'm gonna get out there one time.
The young cat's gonna bust you. Man, I was looking at Tyson and Holyfield. I said, as good as it's gonna get as an exhibition, brother. We don't need to see y'all trying to get in there with Deontay Wilder and them cats, man. Like, he looking good for his age right now, what he doing, but man, like, sometimes you gotta know your limits, man. Just stay there. Like they say, them old heads be like when they in the club dancing, this is home right here. Little two-step, little square right here. You ain't gonna get no more than that. Might get a little wop with it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nah, it ain't gonna get too far out the circle, man.
But you know, as we wind down, you know, I want to say shout out to everybody, man. Thank for y'all for watching. My man Kim Willis, man. We did some fair time together, man. All the way from Minnesota, man. He on here watching, man. And Thomas Preciado, what up, Tommy? You know, my
Tomas,
mom,
my guy,
Tomas,
man.
What's going on, Tasha? What's going on, moms? My mom on here. Gerald. What's going on, fellas? Thank you for everybody for watching, man.
tuning
Y'all
in, man.
For tuning in. Y'all share this.
Let me get a few shout outs too. We got
if anybody got Shirley, what's her name?
Yeah.
Shelley Luther. If you got her Facebook or Instagram
if
page,
she
share
one of
this
y'all
on her
friends,
page.
You know, share it on her page.
Share this
Let
on her
us-
page and said Jeff said.
Frank didn't say, but Jeff said.
Jeff World Class Barber said.
No,
Fuck
I didn't
you.
say yeah.
You know. I'm sorry, mama. Pardon the language, mama. But
Shout
yeah.
out to KBK Blings, you know, Shonda Davis, you know, for putting our shirts together.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm the barber.
And I'm the artist. You know how that go.
And this is world class.
Zania Wade, man,
Wade.
she came through, man.
Oh yeah,
Made us
yeah.
we official, no?
We're official.
Social distancing, you know, we got our masks now, you know.
Yeah, put this on.
Yo, is this joint upside down? Bro,
You
there
got
you go.
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, yeah, we in there now.
We
you
good.
know?
So we gonna talk
Practicing
behind.
social distancing.
Yeah, right.
D's,
But
social D's.
D's, social D's, yeah.
Distancing, social distancing.
Well, yeah,
man.
shout out to everybody, man.
Take the time out to listen to us. We having fun with it. We just getting started. This is episode number 2, man. And we just, like I said, y'all stay with us. We rolling. It's about to get better because now the shop is open.
Yeah,
so
it's
we about
open.
to have,
Oh,
hey,
we
let me
get-
tell you, we about to have dialogue with the cats in the shop now.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, shout out to our new sponsor. We got to get him in there. Odd Muse. If you're looking for a good handmade imported beer, Odd Muse. I don't have his address or his information around. Just Odd Muse. Look him up. He right here, right around the corner on Spring Valley from me, man. He's got some good beer. If you like good beer, if you're a beer drinker, go around and holler at him, man. Me and him doing some business together, and it's going to be great. I also have his beer here at Astute Gentleman. So you come in, you can get your hair cut, have a cigar, drink you a good beer, a good stout. He got this Russian import, man, that's crazy. And then he has also another beer. It's a coffee infused. It's a coffee Russian.
It's a beer, though?
It's a beer. It's
What
beer.
does it taste mostly like? Beer or coffee?
It tastes like coffee.
Woo, okay,
Yeah.
so that's going to be the new morning
The
joke.
new morning joint. Yeah. So, but yeah, shout out to Odd Muse. Shout out to the DFW. My guys from the DFW Cigar Week. Shout out to my guys in Smokers Wild.
Man,
Shout out to my guys in the Cigar Brothers Roland, Tim. What's up, brothers? Shout out to everybody, man. We got a few things going on. Y'all stay tuned. Thanks for coming. We love you.
We love you.
Good
This
night.
is Barbershop Talk. Once again, we closing it out. I am the artist,
I am the barber.
and we out, man.
and we
One
out.
love.
Peace.